just for the Chrono, it's not good enough. They had Chrono, plus they had the Empower. But the thing is,
and they've actually gone through all the reserve time to think about this last pick, and it is going to be the Spectre.
Mid lane Sniper.
Okay, how do you feel about this? Do you think on the Sniper, it's not going to be the standard build-up where you see the Maelstrom, the Dragonlance coming out into the BKB?
I think Dragonlance, maybe even the full Pike into a BKB.
Yeah.
Maybe you get a Mask of Madness, but I don't think you go Maelstrom. I think it's foolish to think you're gonna be farming too many creeps, and Maelstrom is that for clearing out camps as fast as possible. But maybe Mask of Madness, Dragonlance, BKB. I think that's probably the safest one to assume. And you hope that after the laning phase, you don't just get smashed. I wouldn't even be surprised if Collapse skips the mech and just goes straight up for a blink, just so that he can get it as fast as possible.
Yeah, okay. And guys, don't forget the banner below the stream. You can get yourself a free $15 bet if you are a new customer. So that is just available below the stream. Make sure you check that out if you want to get yourself a free $15 bet. Mid lane, Quinn is just, he's hanging around. He's making sure there's no wards on his side going down. There is going to be a ward on the other side, whether they try and go for the D ward. Here, it looks like it is just going to be trying to be a rune snatcher coming up from Imposhka with the battery slot. It might actually be able to chase Shadow away. Does he actually go back for that rune? Because he looks like he's going to be happy to do a decent amount of damage there onto the Spectre, but he will eventually go back there, Imposhka, as the battery assault starts to wear out. Salary moving himself up, even just trying to tease out the high five here from Imposhka.
I like the communication there between Maposhka and Collapse, because during the time that Collapse was being chased down by the Treant, he was chasing down the Spectre. As soon as he starts moving towards the rune, the Clockwork comes back. So that's a pretty nice, communication between them. Not something big, but it's always nice to see that the players are communicating nicely, and especially because this is not the two guys that usually lane together. It's usually Mira, Collapse, and Maposhka and Yotaro, but they switch it up for this game.
Okay. A little bit of lag, hopefully it won't take too long. So we have our voice line break, everyone can get it out of the system, just get those voice lines used, because they paid good money for the voice lines, and why wouldn't you want to get the use out of them? As Yotaro, I mean, the Bushwhack's going to be coming out right away on Mira. But yeah, Yotaro in this lane, is there anything specifically he has to worry about? Because he's going to have the protection coming through from the Mirana, arrows as well as Starstorms. Going to be able to put out a lot of damage as well, and it's going to be a melee core. So does he just have to watch out for the Bushwhacks when they come out, and the rest of the time, is it going to be a comfortable lane?
It's going to be a comfortable lane if you're applying pressure. That's why the Mirana is there bottom, because you just want to poke. You want to keep Tofu and Ace relatively low, or at least not at full HP, so that they can't go for you. That's about it. So if they are able to dish out enough poke, they're going to be fine. If Gaimin Gladiators are constantly full, when you get like level 2 Scorched Earth, there isn't even a chance to run down the Drow Ranger. So we'll see. But I think that Yotaro almost always does relatively well, understands the lane, though for now he has been struggling in terms of CS. If you look at it, he only has one creep.
Yeah, I mean, the Drow Ranger animation to start off with isn't always the greatest. Meanwhile, the top lane, the Cogs are going to be coming out now as well. Celery going to be taking a lot of damage coming through, and it looks like Spirit, it's not going to be the first blood, but Spirit on this top lane looking to stamp the mark. And of course, Collapse just says, how have you not learned by now? This is my lane. I only allow you to be here for the first 5 or 6 minutes.
That's weird they decided to send the Clockwork on top. I mean, Clockwork is good against melee heroes, but Treant is better, especially with the new Leech Seed, so... That's weird, it's gonna make it a little bit tougher for Spirit to win that lane, because the Treant will constantly be in your face, and then the Spectre can farm, and we're seeing for now it's working out wonders for them. So both side lanes, at least for the first 2 minutes, I mean, Gaimin Gladiators are gonna be the happier of the bunch.
And what does the Ember Spirit up against the Sniper lane, how does this play out? Because Quinn is going to be putting out a lot of physical damage. The right-click potential coming out from the Sniper, everybody knows it is the Ember Spirit as well, being that melee hero. Having to come into when the shrapnel start to fall, how hard is it going to be for the Ember Spirit in this lane? Or with a sleight of fist, does it make it a little bit easier once he gets those remnants up as well?
Depends what Quinn wants to go for. If Quinn doesn't go for the shrapnel build, I mean, the Ember will be fine. Yeah, you just max out the Sleight of Fist, and you harass him. You hope at some point for a Mirana rotation, and you get the kill. That's pretty much how the lane goes. And the sniper just tries to harass you as much as possible. And for now, I mean, it's not going to be able to do it. Mid lane is tough, you know. The tower is always close. You can always get the extra armor, extra regen, and then it's harassing heroes usually don't do too well.
Yeah, okay. Oh, the bushwhack from Tofu. I mean, Mira, he's playing by the seat of his pants, pretty low on the health, but actually I think actually going to be able to take down Tofu. There's going to be the leap forward now as well. The multi-shot comes out. Yutaro is going to be able to pick up first blood. He might go down here. Ice Arrow, it's going to try and get it onto Ace underneath the tier 1 tower. As Collapse takes down Celery, Ace will get the kill onto Yutaro, but a good first blood there for the Drow Ranger, and that's going to be a decent injection of gold. I think he actually went for... well, he's going to be going for the power treads first, so, you know, being able to put out a little bit more damage improves the animation for the attack on the Drow, which isn't the greatest to start off with, which might be why he's struggling in this lane. Up against the Doom, I mean, the Doom's had free farm so far.
He didn't have too much mana, he didn't have the HP, so dying there, it's not that big of a deal. I like that he turned around just so that he does some damage to the Doom before he dies. Mirana, actually Clockwork is rotating to the mid lane. I don't know if the Clockwork and the Ember get the kill, especially because the Ember doesn't have a chains currently.
Yeah, I mean, top lane, you can see Shad, he's being harassed out here by Collapse, but yeah, the Clockwork did move in, he's changed his mind, he's going to be moving himself back up to the top lane, while Shad is pushing out mid lane again. Lau going to be taking a lot of damage coming through here from Quinn and Quinn. I mean, it is even on the last hits. You can see maybe the sleight of fist, but Quinn, no, he's starting to take control of this lane. He's starting to get those denies out as well. Ember, he's close to that level 6, so Quinn, he wants to chase him down. He's only level 5, so there's not going to be an assassinate coming out here onto him. Meanwhile, the bottom lane, it's going to be a point-blank arrow onto Ace. Ace, though, he might be able to take down, he will be able to take down the Drow. Once again, Tofu getting involved there as well. And this bottom lane, you know, do you want to see some aggression, you know, some early rotations from Lal? Because Yutaro not having the best of times in this lane at the minute.
It's not easy. It's not easy for Laurel to rotate. Team Spirit, they probably wanted a stable laning phase that's going to last for a long time. Early rotations is not something that you want. Ideally, you would want to force out the enemy supports to go to the mid lane so that you can extend the laning phase. But, you know, considering that the Sniper did well against the Ember, it's just not the easiest thing to do. Plus, look at this time. This time, Gaimin Gladiators, they had some vision on the top lane to see the Clockwork rotations. I guess they were expecting the Mirana from that side, but it doesn't matter. They still were able to keep their sniper quite safe. So yeah, Yutaro is just gonna have to suffer.
Okay, well, he is going to be using the multi-shot just to try and get a little bit of farm. Maybe look for the range creeps as well. But actually, there's going to be... I mean, Mirana is still sticking around, so he might be able to get the... Ace, he's waiting. He's looking for that deny, and now they do drag it into tower range. So that is going to be an easy last hit. I'm hearing an assassinate, though. Ace, the damage coming through, but you've got the wraparound here from Tofu. Tofu is going to be able to get the acorn shot off into the bushwhack. Yutaro is going to be careful. In fact, he might be able to get the double bushwhack off. Look at how close Mira as well as Yutaro will get in the lane.
Overall, they're full, so you don't really want to dive that tower right now.
Yeah, the Cogs come out. Mid lane, Celery going to be taking a lot of damage. Oh, Quinn's going to be able to sit back, get these right clicks off. Can he take down Celery? Celery getting really darn low. But Lal, though, even with the Flame Guard, he's got to be careful. He's using that Remnant, trying to get himself away from the sniper. Bottom lane, Yutaro's going to be able to get the kill onto Ace. Dove a little bit too far there underneath the tier 1. Tofu gets the revenge, but still, Ace going down first, and Yutaro, he needs all the gold that, you know, he can get. So being able to pick up that kill... A low health, just a reset coming through. Not a bad deal there for Yutaro.
It's more about the levels, though. It's good for Gaimin Gladiators as well, because Hoodwink likes a lot of kills in a lane when they're happening, even if it's the Hoodwink dying. This time around wasn't the case, though. Because that's how you get experience faster. But I liked for Gaimin Gladiators that they waited for it to hit the fan in the mid lane so that they can make an rotation to the bottom lane. So that was the idea. You make a move onto Laurel, or Laurel makes a move onto you, and then you try to kill Yutaro. In the end, though, it was a bit too deep.
Top lane, I mean, the Spectre's going to get really darn low. Collapses. You want to try and chase out onto this. He has that Empower as well as the 1 point into the Shockwave. The dragback actually coming through. It looks like Celery, he's going to be the sacrificial lamb to make sure the Spectre gets out. But again, Collapse, he's picked up 2 kills so far in this lane. Oh, they might even be able to get something out of this with the rotation out from Mira. Arrow, is it going to fly through? Did they have enough setup? He stops, but it's going to be, a really nice arrow now into the Starstorm Shad, trying to get himself away, but the Shockwave comes out, and Mira's going to be able to pick up the kill. And again, guys, below the banner, below the stream, there is a banner you can click, get yourself a free $15 bet. Coming into this game, though, Collapse. That Spectre goes down. How hurtful is that for Gaimin Gladiator this early that the Spectre does go down?
Very. Not because he died, but because nothing was committed for it. He was buying an item and he got arrowed. Like, in Dota, sometimes it's okay for you to die because it's a timing for the enemies, but sometimes it's just a situation where you should never die and you go down, and it really does change the pace of the game. Obviously, the pace of the game not going to be changed, but your individual farm is going to be suffering for it. And now the Drow is ahead of the Spectre, which, you know, when we saw the start of the lane, we probably thought was not going to happen for the at least like first 15 minutes of the game.
Yeah. And Shad, how's he looking in terms of now? I mean, he's behind the Drow, so the Drow's going to have a little bit of a better start here. Mid lane, though. Lyle, does he want to just drive onto Quinn? There is going to be the rotation through as well from the Mirana, and Quinn, he might just go down. He is. The tower shots, even Mira taking the aggro from the tower. Tofu, though, he's waiting on the high ground. He's waiting for anybody to come up. So low health, maybe moving towards the rune area. And Tofu, is he going to be able to get this cut off? Because the bounty rune comes out. It was a bottle there as well from the Ember Spirit. So the Ember Spirit is going to be able to bottle up Mira as well. There's going to be the bushwhack into the Acorn shot. The damage, one more right click, but the leap, it comes up from Mira. He's going to be able to use the Fairy Fire now as well to keep himself alive. The Doom, though, it's going to be onto the Clockwork Laurel. He wants to try and dive in. There is going to be the Moonlight Shadow. Arrow splits the wickets, it looks like. And Team Spirit just going to be happy to get themselves away from this.
Oh, they're super happy. Even the Doom was used there. Ace was aware, if I don't Doom this guy and get cogged, I'm dead. So he just goes for it, but it's still a defensive Doom. And now finally, Otoro does get level 6. He has the power treads, and is going to be starting to do some serious damage.
Well, does he get it? He doesn't get himself away from that. Absolutely no way he gets himself away. And Quinn will pick up the kill there. A really nice haunt as well in from the Spectre. Able to just help out, scout out onto the Ember Spirit, who didn't rotate back to base after the all that harass, and it just cost him his life.
Well, that caused the enemies the haunt. But yeah, so far so good for Gaimin Gladiators. The thing is still, they have their greed. But I like that Quinn is playing aggressively. I think this is the way to go. Yatoro is in trouble.
Bottom lane, there is going to be the bushwhack coming through, but again, the sharpshooter, Miposhka, he's going to be able to tank this one up, and now Mira's going to be able to get himself in with the leap in the Starstorm as well. Is it going to be enough damage to take down Ace? He's trying to run himself away, and Tofu, he's looking for the harass onto the Drow, and the Drow has to back himself away here. Yataro, oh, the bushwhack though, can they take down Mira? There's going to be the multi-shot now as well, but Ace protected by the creep wave, so it looks like the side of Spirit just going to have to back themselves up, TP themselves away, and play it safe. Arrow's going to fly through it. It does connect onto the Treant, but the Treant was big and healthy, and no real damage coming through there, so Celery just going to be able to shrug that one off.
Oh, he needed to save that arrow for the siege creep. It's of the utmost importance, especially because Yatoro went out. Yatoro is going to try to pressure the Spectre, but he can't do much about it there. And Shad is aware, or is he?
The RP comes out, and it looks like the Spectre's going to be out of mana now as well. He's not going to be able to get the dagger off to get himself away. One more right click from anybody, and he's saving it for the Drow Ranger. Shad through the trees, though. Collapse. The multi-shot comes out. It's not connecting. Shad, he's going to be able to juke that one off, so it's just going to be the shockwave coming through, and Collapse will pick up the kill.
And they kill Quinn.
They take down Quinn, yeah. Tofu, he's moved in. Celery's going to be in the lane as well. Celery level 6. He's already got the overgrowth available to him, but Lyle, he's going to be able to jump himself away from the danger with a remnant. And it looks like here, Team Spirit, 9-5. They're looking all right in this second game. They're just being used.
They're starting to ramp up the aggression in the mid lane. If there's an aggression on Quinn, everyone needs to respond. This is their mid-game hero. This is the one that has to have a good time.
Yeah, Ace, he's going to be able to get the Doom onto the Mirana, though. There's going to be the rotation in from Lol. Are they going to be able to set up for a kill? So they might lose the Mirana, but the Cogs come through now as well. And Ace, he's just going to be caught out, locked down, and killed off.
Man, this is not looking good for Gaimin Gladiators. That's your highest net worth hero that goes down again. The second Doom going to be used again onto the supports. And Shad, no, you can't die.
Yeah, he's still going to be trying to get himself through the trees. Do they want to try and turn this one around? Sharpshooter comes through, but again, Collapse. He's going to be able to block this one off. Tofu trying to do his best. There's going to be the rotation as well. The overgrowth comes out. Can they take down the Drow Ranger? The Drow Ranger, Yataro, is going to go down. And they might even be able to take down Collapse. The Bushwhack, yeah. The Sniper's even going to rotate in that now as well. And Tofu gets himself the double kill.
overly deep there. They got super excited because if you kill Shad there, his game is ruined, right? He's completely destroyed, and the Drow Ranger is back. So you get baited into this kind of move, like yeah, let's do it, we can crush them, and then you end up paying the price for it. So that's a nice rotation from Gaimin Gladiators. They just came there in time, so then
the hook shot. Maboshka so close, but Ace able to. I'm going to say that was a juke. That was 100% a juke away from the hook shot, yeah. You know, not miscalculated at all. It was just Ace being overly skilled to get away from it.
Of course it was. He went a little bit to the side there, and Maboshka missed it. Win? Yeah. Oh, he is going to be going for a Maelstrom. I still want the third item, BKB.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a necessity. I want the Dragon Lance just because of the Hurricane Pike. I think it's such a great item in this game. The 4-staff.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. So do you want the BKB into the Hurricane Pike afterwards, or would you prefer then maybe something like the Daedalus to come out for the Sniper?
It's gonna depend on what your supports have. If you don't want the 4-staff, at least you're gonna get the Shard. You need to have a way to get out of the cogs or to dodge the arrow from the chains.
Oh, Lyle is going to try and make a dive. The arrow's going to be there now as well. Quinn, Shad's going to try and rotate in to help out the Sniper, but the damage is going to come through, and Lyle does get the kill onto Quinn, and Shad's going to be careful there too, because he was getting really darn low. There isn't a global to come out from the side of Team Spirit here, so Mira, even just moving into the dire base, okay, Mira's going to be able to TP out, and Lyle just says, I'm going to be back here later, but for now, he just TPs himself out inside the dire base.
A little bit unlucky there for Spirit that the Ancient Creep came closer to Mira, and then the double Starstorm didn't go onto Queen. So they lost a lot of HP. They probably would have been able to stay there and kill the Spectre as well. So that was a little bit ballsy from Shad, but in the end, nothing happens. The big problem I have here for Gaimin Gladiators is that they're not the ones making plays. They're still losing heroes, but they're not the ones making plays. The only reason that they're winning in net worth is because this Doom is just overly farmed.
Yeah, Marana now going towards the 4-staff as well. You see there's going to be a smoke up from the side of Gaimin Gladiators. Where do they want to look for this? It looks like they want to move themselves down to the bottom lane, but it's only going to be collapsed there with the 3 heroes smoked up, and they might be able to find the Magnus, but at the minute the Magnus isn't even playing close to the tier 1. So they might be able to get a tower out of this, which would be nice, but really not the objective when you are using a smoke.
I mean, they understand that this tower needs to fall if they want to play the game. Their Doom is going to be getting to a point where he's going to have the BKB and the Blink, and if the towers are up, you're not going to be getting anything out of it.
Oh, the top of the side, the Overgrowth, he dodges it! He gets the Blink away! Magnus! Quick fingers there on Collapse. And that's going to be the Overgrowth coming out, the smoke reveal as well. That was just a complete mission fail coming from the side of Gaimin Gladiators.
Definitely. Now we're going to be seeing the difference between having a mid lane tower and the Blink on Magnus and not having it, because Spirit have it, and we'll see just how much Collapse can do with it. And they even, no one was even there from Gaimin Gladiators to defend it, understanding that it's going to be a problem if Collapse starts playing there. Also, guys, just to remind you, there is a banner down below. You click on it, you get a $15 free on your first bet. We might have 4 more games, or this and 3 more in this series, so you can definitely use that one somewhere in it. But there it is, Doom caught.
Yeah, the RP comes out. Lol's going to be able to help him out now as well. And Ace, he has to pop the BKB. Moonlight Shadow is going to be used. It looks like the fight in the river. Ace, but the hookshot. No, he's going to cancel off the TP, and Ace not going to be able to get himself away from this, even with the BKB. Lol just waits, gets off the Sleight of Fist, and picks up the kill. And now the chase might even come on to Quinn. Quinn, he needs to run himself away. Collapse. So, Skewer, not going to be in the right direction. Quinn just goes straight right, looking for the TP away in the trees. And again, there's not going to be a hook shot to follow up this time, so Quinn will be able to get himself out.
Okay,
mid lane, yeah, Tofu is going to be locked down by the Searing Chain Sleight of Fist. The arrow, though, is going to be tanked by a creep. The damage, it's still going to be there, and Lol gets himself another kill.
Yeah, Team Spirit now, this is their timing. And Gaimin Gladiators, their sniper doesn't have the tankiness enough to stand his ground. And this is nighttime. I thought during the nighttime, especially between the 15 and the 20-minute mark, is when Gaimin Gladiators need to be going forward. But for that, you need the sniper, because you need the extra vision. And Quinn just isn't capable of standing his ground with just 1,000 HP. And this is why I wasn't a fan of the Maelstrom build. I just don't see that much value in it. What I do see value in is the Titoro. He bought a shard. He understands that he's behind. The only way that he's going to be able to keep up and farm is by having a shard and being able to push out the wave. Because with the shard, you can't kill the wave with just one multi-shot.
Yeah, I like the shot on the Drow anyway. You know, just in
Yep.
general, I think it's a really good item. It wasn't prioritized on drows that I was seeing up until about for the last few months. But all of a sudden, it has started to gain popularity. And yeah, and maybe it was a shift because of the Razor Bloodstone pick that started to become more popular. Players figured out how powerful it actually is.
It depends. If you're very much ahead with the drow, you want to skip it because you want to be super strong. And speaking about the drow, she's gone.
Yeah, I mean, there's a hookshot coming through, though. What can they get out of this? Lol's going to be chased down. Ace, he's got that BKB. It's going to be wearing off. There's no RP just yet. The bushwhack comes out now as well, so they might be able to get the kill onto the clockwork as well. Skew it, Tofu, Infernal Blade, but it's going to be the lockdown onto Ace and Lol. Tofu gets the kill onto Maposhka, but with the Searing Chain Slider Fist coming out, they get the lockdown onto 2. Can they get even more out of this? The Bushwhack, though, going to be dodged off as Mira gets that leap away. Celery could be in trouble, but it looks like he's just going to be able to slowly but surely get himself away from the danger here, Celery.
Finally, a nice move from Gaimin Gladiators. You know, they might not have used their sniper, but they definitely created space for him, and killing Yatoro is big. But Team Spirit, they want something out of it. Now there's no Doom, there's no Spectre Haunt. The damage output from Gaimin Gladiators, it's very limited at this point because there are no spells like that, and especially Larl, he's not checked at all. Look at his net worth. This is a very farm Denver, and mind you, he has a Magnus on his side, so the damage output is going to be even more effective.
Yeah, and how do you try and deal with this Ember Spirit? Like you say, because he is getting up there, do you just focus the Doom on him when the Doom has his ultimate up?
Yeah, every time Larl has to be the target of it. He's going for Lincolns, but Doom is going to see this, and considering his farm, he's going to have a Aghanims at some point in this game. I think after the blink, you can go to straight up Ags, because Larl needs to be targeted. Like, every single time, this guy needs to be targeted. He's way too farmed.
Yeah, and Sniper now still going towards the Dragonlance. He's going to be a ways away because the Blade of Alacrity, 1,000 gold, and then you've got the recipe on top of that now as well. Ace, he's got the BKB backup. He went for the Hand of Midas there as well, so it's going to be into the Aether Lens, but he's got to be careful because there's going to Moonlight Shadow rotation here for Team Spirit. And if they get the jump on him, even through that BKB, he's got no Doom. Ace, Moonlight Shadow, do they see him? He walks himself through the trees. Going to be into the point blank of 3 heroes now as well. Ace uses the BKB. They might be able to take down Collapse. Yeah, you can see Quinn with the right clicks. He might be able to get Lol now as well. Lol, could he get himself away? Trying to use those remnants for the Assassinate. Is it going to be enough? The shot to connect? And now the Assassinate. And both long shots will connect, and they get the kill onto Lol. On the jump, the Infernal Blade comes out. There is going to be a leap away here from Mira, though.
Does Ace have, like, the Mud Golem, Ethan? Was that the Hurl Boulder? Because something stopped Larl, something mini-stunned him so that he can't... Was that the longest range Infernal Blade in the world as well? I don't know. But something mini-stunned him, and he couldn't use the Sleight of Fist, so he got shot by the Assassinate, and that's why he died.
Maybe. Meanwhile, Mira, there is going to be the jump in. Ace, though, they're going to be able to get themselves right on top. Even the Horn coming through, I think, there as well. Or does he... No, yeah, he does. He has the Aghanims. So the Spectre just using that Aghanims there to help get aggressive. And yeah, Doom... No, he's actually using... It was a Centaur Stomp, it looks like, there for the Doom.
Okay, I don't know. Then it was an Infernal Blade, a very long-range one. You know what? How it works sometimes, that you get away, but it still connects on you. And Doom, he has a bit more of a range than classic melee heroes. So it could be the case. And looking at the odds here, they heavily favor Gaimin Gladiators, and for a reason, because they've hit a very strong timing so far. Viewers think that it's worth it. You can click on the banner below, use the free $15 bet, and put it on someone who they think is going to be taking this game. But Gaimin Gladiators is not going to stop. They're just going forward. This Blink Dagger on the Doom, this is what they were waiting for. Ace now with this and the War Stomp, he's just going forward. If they take down the mid lane tower, then it becomes very scary for Spirit.
If they get a kill onto Collapse and maybe one support as well, as they move in with the smoke, do you think they move themselves into the pit, or is the lineup here from Gaimin Gladiators just not great? Taking Rush. Oh, there's going to be the Tumbler's Toy in. Catches 3 with the other growth now as well. What else can they do? The Bushwhack's going to be there. They're going to be able to get the kill onto Collapse. Mira, he get that leap away, but there's going to be the Spectre just chasing him through. Any tags, any damage now, as the cogs do get dropped, and it looks like Mira might be able to get himself away from that.
They could go for Roche. They're not bad at it. Ideally, you would want to wait for the Spectre Manta before that one, but this fight is still not over, because Gaimin Gladiators, they still want to push forward a bit, but they're afraid what happens when the Magnus is back.
Yeah, and Lol, He's still going towards that link because he just needs to get the perseverance, and well, he's about 100 gold away from being able to complete it, which is going to be a nice eventually when that does come out. 4-man smoke though. Magnus not up. What are they going to be able to do? They're going to be able to find themselves out the train, but if the train is all they get out of this, Gaimin Gladiators is going to be absolutely fine with that.
This was more about the spirit. Oh, they're bringing out the Roche. There's no Doom. It will be really big if they can't take it. This is a pretty decent call. Looking at the Gaimin Gladiators, they're not ready for this.
Yeah, and the damage coming out now as well. The arrow flies in from Team Spirit. Do they ping it out here? Gaimin Gladiators, the hook isn't up just yet, but the RP's here, yeah, and the damage is just going to be way too much. And is it Lal that picks this one up, do you think?
Yes. No, they give it to Toro. Okay.
Okay.
He has the Lincolns. Okay, he finished it up. So it does make sense. You want your Drow Ranger. So Yotaro is finally ready to join the fight. It seems like that's the case. So right now, what you need to be doing if you're Spirit is finding ways to implement Yotaro into this fight. Considering that there's no Doom, they're maybe going to try to push towards the top lane. But this ward in their triangle needs to get the warded. If that doesn't get the warded, thing like that can lose you the game. It can literally lose you the game. If you remember last game, Gaimin Gladiators take the Roche. They had a... their triangle was warded, and they just immediately lose a couple of heroes.
Yeah, and Posh, they're close to Celery, but there's going to be the dive in now as well. Collapse, he's going to be able to drag him out. The cogs do come down. He's going to be separated from the rest of the team. The overgrowth comes out, but the bushwhack, it was dodged off. It's only going to be the clockwork. The clockwork will go down. Celery, though, is he going to pop? He will do eventually, but they need to get Yotaro out. He has that Aegis, but this isn't one they want to try and spend it on. The Infernal Blade comes through, though. The Assassinate, not even going to be needed. What can Spirit do here?
They have RP.
To keep, Collapse. He gets it on the back lines. He's going to be able to get the drive out now as well. As Lal comes in, a great remnant. The damage coming through now as well. They've got the lockdown onto Shad. He's out of mana, and they might be able to take the Drow Ranger down. Ace, though, he has to pop the BKB. They've got a 4-man wipe. Can they make it 5 here? And it looks like Lal, he wants to carry on going as well. There's going to be the shockwave back as well. They get the root off, they get the damage, and they get a full 5-man wipe. They might even get a tier 2 tower out of this now as well.
Man, if I'm playing against the Collapse Magnus, I'm constantly having one guy that is talking consistently where the Magnus is. Like, wait guys, he didn't use RP yet. He's somewhere hiding. We don't see him. Don't get together. Like, that would be a job of someone. Like, I don't need you to use your spells. I don't need anything. Just tell me where this guy is. He's hiding there, and you know that he's gonna jump you. He's know that you're gonna destroy him. You get a little bit pulled into, oh, we got the Drow. He has nowhere to run, and bam, he's there. He gets the RP. He got absolutely destroyed in the fight, and there it is on the back of the Aegis. Team Spirit, they're back in this game completely. It was 7k gold just a second ago. They take the Aegis, they take the tier 2. They don't have the Aegis any longer, but it doesn't matter. They're super happy with how the fight went, and the lanes are pushed in, so Collapse can continue hunting.
Yeah, and he's got the... Oh no, he doesn't. He actually disassembled the mana boots, it looks like, for the 8th lens, but he can go back for the Guardian's Greaves a little bit later on as well, which is going to be even more protection. Has that mechanism anyway, but the Guardian's Greaves coming out, being able to offer that over to Yotaro, it's... Looking at Yotaro as well, he's got the Hurricane Pike, he's got that Manta. What does he want to be going for next here on the Drow Ranger?
Maybe Silver Edge. Silver Edge does make sense. Mobility, positioning, that's what you want with the Drow Ranger, and plus it's a great item against the Spectre. I saw someone has a Lotus Orb. I'm gonna assume it's Mira, because they removed the overgrowth from the Drow, and that is big. The overgrowth has been a problem. I really like that Celery went for the Blink Dagger. Yeah, he does have the Lotus. I really like that he went for the Blink Dagger because he has been setting up fights quite a lot. But once the Lotus Orbs, 4 stats and stuff like that comes out, it's just not going to be as strong as it was for the majority of the game.
Yeah, and I mean, we look at Quinn as well. How is he looking? It looks like he still wants to go bottom lane. He might be able to get. They're going to be able to get the Doom out onto Lal. Lal, the hookshot comes through, but they're not going to be able to save him off. As a sharpshooter, Tofu will get the kill. They might pay with Ace's life, though. Ace trying to chase down onto Yotaro. And again, the BKB, the RP comes out as well to catch out onto the Doom. And it looks like they might even be able to do a lot of damage onto Shad. Shad, can he do anything about this now as well? With the Horn Toss coming out, Ace going to be taking a lot of damage. Yotaro in range to get the kill. They might even have the drive back onto Tofu. Tofu, though, with the Force Staff, trying to get himself away. Shad with the dagger onto Yotaro. Do they want to try and go onto the Drow Ranger here? As it looks like Sniper, where's he going to be going? He gets the Assassinate off, and Collapse will go down, and they've separated Team Spirit out. They clean up 3. Really good fight there from Gaimin Gladiators.
Ember is a really big hero. in this game. That's just it. And if he gets doomed and if he's dead, it's a problem for Gaming Gladiators in general. So sorry for Team Spirit in general. So the second he dies, your ability to win a fight is very limited. Yotaro currently still doesn't have that big of an damage output, then he can't rip through them. Plus, there's one thing: the piercing shot pierces through base armor, but the Treant Living armor is bonus armor. So you can see even with the piercing shots that Doom and the Spectre, if they're being targeted by the Drow, they're surviving for a very long time. And that, I think, is making a severe difference here in what the damage output of Yotaro is.
Okay, Paladin Sword comes out for Yotaro, so that's a nice pick up top lane. Do you want to get the chase down onto Shad? He's got to be careful. The TPs are going to be coming through as well because the outpost was stolen by the side of Team Spirit, so the dagger going to be used, but it looks like Mira not going to be throwing out any arrows, nothing like that to scout out. Maposhka was close as well, had the hook shot, but didn't get the TP in time before Shad disappeared into the trees.
They're now protecting Yotaro because Gaming Gladiators, they know where he is, and ideally they would want to go there, but look at it. They were right under vision. That is a nice deep ward, and I don't know if it spotted that smoke. This is going to be a good one because the ward is giving a false sense of security to the side of Spirit.
Smoke breaks them. Maposhka, they're going to be right on top of a ward of their own, so Celery has to go for the D ward. Maposhka just moves himself away, and it looks like Team Spirit just going to disengage for now. Tofu, he's just split pushing out this bottom lane. He's trying to apply pressure. The tier 2 tower's gone as well, so he might be able to put a little bit onto the tier 3 and maybe get a little bit of push-pull going on the side of Team Spirit. Get someone to TP back and defend this.
We have had some underwhelming hoodwink performances in the tournament overall, but I think Tofu is really showing how it's supposed to be played. He's consistently trying to make plays on this hero, and that is what the hero is good at. So, he's on the bottom lane, he's baiting out some spells on him, juking through the trees, then he is always there when the fight starts, waiting for it. He goes for defensive items as well, but because he understands how squishy he is, how important positioning is for his team. So I really like what he's doing in the previous game and in this one as well, despite them losing the game number 1.
Yeah, and we'll see. Yotaro just continues to farm up at the minute as well. How is he? It's going to be the Lincoln Sphere for the Drow as well. I suppose, offering extra protection against the Doom, just in case the Doom comes through. Trying to dive onto the Drow Ranger. But Lal's still the main target, right? Even through the Lincolns of Lal,
He's probably going to be putting it on Laurel as well. I think the idea here, Drow is the hero that naturally does damage. So you just want defensive items. A little bit of attack speed and defensive items. So you go Lincolns, and then he's going to be going for a Silver Edge, which gives him damage. But ultimately, you want it for the positioning. Of course, it is going to help you deal with the Spectre a little bit later on. But Doom, having an Aghanims, that is the thing that changes things quite a lot. Because the Lincoln Spheres really won't be coming in handy any longer.
Yeah, we can see the Doom as well. Are they going to try and make something happen with the smoke? They might have a good read on the dive as well. Spectre can hunt into this, but around the Roche Pit, smoke on smoke action. Who's going to come out on top? And it looks like actually Team Spirit just moving completely away from where Gaimin Gladiators were in that smoke. So the Drow, the multi-shot comes out. They're going to know roughly where the Drow Ranger is. Lal dives himself in here as well, but it looks like, Gaimin Gladiators, they're still going to be moving themselves around. Roche, potentially up in the next 14 seconds as well.
Very good ward here around the mid lane for Gaimin Gladiators. So if Team Spirit don't get themselves onto the higher... No, Gaimin Gladiators have wards everywhere. This is not a good position for Team Spirit. Okay, Maposhka knows. He knows about that ward. That's the one that was placed earlier. So they're going to take the outpost. Now, it is a good position for Team Spirit.
Yeah, Roche, it's not going to be too long as well. It is only going to be 45 seconds here. And do you think, is this just the timing that both teams want to play around the Roche Pit? Are they going to be giving up any ground around this Roche Pit? Oh, they might actually have done it because A's with the BKB and the RP was used as well. They get the lockdown. The dive through from Lal. What else can he find? He wants to get himself onto him. Tofu. There's going to be a nice searing chains onto 2 heroes. The Overgrowth comes out. He's got the Lincoln Sphere, but he's just going to be popped. Can he get himself away from this? No, Lal will be taken down and Quinn gets a kill. Mira, hookshot comes through onto Tofu. The Cogs as well to push him back, but it pushes him back out of the arrow path and the Gust as well from the Drow Ranger. So they get the kill onto 2 supports. It's going to cost them the M Spirit. Excuse me, I'm calling Doom a support. He's the highest net worth in the game, but they take down the Doom, they take down the Hoodwink just as Roche is about to come back up.
Man, I understand Laurel there completely, like, I'm going in, but you need to be careful. The bushwhack is just a spell that can, you know, catch you off guard and you just immediately die, and that is basically what happened there. So if he doesn't get caught by the bushwhack, it's a disaster for Gaimin Gladiators, but again, it's Tofu. It's Tofu that keeps them up. I don't really know what Ace was doing there, but I'm guessing he just got caught by the Magnus, because I heard the RP there.
Yeah, and do they have enough to go in? The hookshot comes out, going to be locking down onto Celery now as well. Cogs are out, Lincoln Sphere though, it does break that Assassinate. It looks like Quinn going to be able to take down Maposhka, and the Haunts coming through left, right, and center here for the Spectre. He's trying to change targets, but again, the Roshan is still up, it's low. Buyback comes through from the... Nobody caught. Okay, so Collapse this time doesn't actually catch anyone. And inside, do they have anything to try and deal? The arrow is actually going to be tanked up by the illusion. The multi-shot comes through. It looks like it's still going to be going the way of Gaimin Gladiators now as well. Celery, he just tries to get that force off away. He's going to be able to safety as Shad gets himself that Aegis.
But he didn't have HP there. Celery literally didn't have HP. That's gonna be a shard as well. I'm guessing they're gonna be giving that one either to the Hoodwink or to the Doom. Those Spectres do like the shard when they're going for the Saganim Scepter build, because you are getting all of the talents for the dagger. So I don't know. I still think Doom is much better. Yeah, they're gonna give it to him.
Okay. Well, just trying to secure a last hit there with the Sleight of Fist. He's got himself the Aghanim Scepter. How hard does this game get for Team Spirit now they've given up that Aegis and the Shard?
It gets a lot tougher than it would have been if they had it, because Yatoro, you're seeing, he really wants to hit, right? He's turning around and hitting, but his team needs to keep him safe. If he has an Aegis, they don't need to keep him safe. They can use the Force Staffs and such for them to survive, and then just wait for a great turnaround play that is going to be coming through if the Drow is getting surrounded. The big problem is now that the Doom has an Aghanim Scepter, and that makes the ability for a turnaround RP much tougher. So once the Doom commits onto someone, the Spectre can go in and you're not afraid of the RP. You know that he cannot catch you because of the AoE Doom. So it's... I think that is the thing that makes it significantly harder for Team Spirit. The Spectre having the Aegis is not the biggest deal in the world.
Yeah, okay. Shad. What's he found? Actually found the regen rune. So just throwing out the dagger, he's going to be able to get himself back to full mana now as well. Once the... Is that the heart coming out for him at some point? It looks like it is, but for now it is going to be the Skadi here for the Spectre. And how big is that? Again, being able to just haunt right on top of the Drow and just start right-clicking him down. How does Yutaro, in fact, here is going to go, and Mira, he's trying to go for the TP, the damage, though, is it going to be enough? They do still take him down, and they're now going to be able to jump again, Yutaro, but he's got that Force Staff, the lockdown comes through from the Syrian Chains, looks like Yutaro this time will be away, but yeah, how bad is this for Yutaro now? The Spectre can just jump right on top of him, and has that, the Skadi.
Yeah, you hate it. You hate it. I think Spectre might go for a Basher later on. You do need some extra lockdown on the side of Gaimin Gladiators, so I wouldn't mind the Basher into an Abyssal Blade. It does make you tanky. But yeah, the Drow Ranger hates the Skadi. Skadi is such a good item right now for Gaimin Gladiators, you know, having the ability to just see everyone and then you just go on your Toro. And if you know that the Doom can follow you through, then this Drow Ranger isn't going to be a factor in the fight. It's just going to be Force Staffed out, and then you know that your sniper is going to be able to do whatever he wants.
Yeah, and what can... I mean, Spirit, okay, there's going to be another smoke up coming through from Gaimin Gladiators, but do Spirit just need to be playing this defensively, you know, hanging back underneath the towers, or would you like to see... Oh, the Bushwhack comes out, they're going to be able to lock down onto Collapse again, Collapse with the Force Staff into the Skewer, so he is going to be able to get himself back to the base, the Mechanism gets popped there as well, so the Guardian Screams, and now the Hookshot, are they going to be able to turn around this and re-engage onto the Ace? He tries to get himself in, but he's going to be taken down, the Overgrowth comes out, the BKB's out from Law, what else are they going to be able to get themselves? Can they get themselves on top of Quinn? They can't, there's going to be a concussive grenade with the Force Staff, and it just seems like the Sniper is just getting himself out of this, and nobody can get on top of him, and Quinn having a free game at the minute. Assassinate going to be used. It looks like it's just going to be used to try and break that Lincoln's, but the Manta Style comes out on the Manta Dodge just before it connects, and now the Silver Edge for the Drow. How big of a pickup is this Silver Edge here for Yutaro?
Awesome. Crit on the Drow is amazing amount of damage, and also because at some point you can ignore armor, but also, you know, breaking the Spectre is a big deal as well, and Ember... He's going to be chasing for more. Celery has the shard, so currently he's safe.
Okay, well, we'll see. I mean, He's got that gem as well, so it looks like he's going to try and get around the map, try and do some dewarding, and there was no reveal there. Lull and Collapse grouping up in the mid. Yutaro, he's steaming full steam ahead here, trying to find out Quinn, but Quinn's going to be able to get himself away.
They scanned him. They knew that he was there.
Yeah.
If the scan didn't come out, that would have been really bad for the Quinn sniper. This is the thing. The Doom is scary, but I think that Miposhka knows exactly what he needs to do. Control the Doom. That is the thing. It is his hero to control. The second he pops the BKB, you're going in, you're using the cogs. You don't care if you live or die. That guy cannot move, right? And then Yatoro's job is to finish him off.
Yeah. And he did it effectively underneath that tier 2 tower there as well. So, Aegis... So, just a scouting Shadow Step coming out from the Spectre. Just to see what everyone were, you know, Collapse was. He was trying to go for the D-Ward, see if he was alone. And... Witchbane as well. I like this item, just being able to get... Oh, they're going to be able to find Tofu in the river now as well. The arrow connects. That's going to be a really big kill to start off that fight. The Doom, though, it's going to be a self-cast onto Ace. Lal, can he get himself away from this one? He's popped that BKB. Any Force Staffs, anything to get Lal away from it. He's just going to be taken down in 90 seconds without the Ember. And now Mira just trying to get the dive away, but he's got the follow-up there, Ace. And the damage, it was enough to take down the Mirana.
Lal needs to respect this.
Does he want to go? He's going to be invis. He might be able to get the slowdown into Quinn, but there's going to be the Force Staff now as well. No hook shot. The multi-shot comes out, doesn't connect. Celery, though, the Matisal comes out over the Overgrowth, so he is going to be able to get these Force Staffs. The Skewers away from this, and Spirit, they're on the retreat. They don't want to get caught out and give up any more kills after giving up 2. And yet, Lal, just like you say, the Accept Doom coming out on the Doom, so we could just keep in Lal's face even through the BKB. And no Force Staffs. The hook shot, though, it comes out. Tofu, he was trying to take the Outpost, and Spirit, they don't retreat as far as they think. Now, does Yutaro have the damage? It looks like Shad just needs to back himself away. Celery's going to be coming in with the Assassinate Miposhka, though. Does he have enough health? He's going to be taken down, and Quinn gets that kill.
Celery, he has... Okay, he might not have it.
The RP, the drag back, the damage with the multi-shot, it's going to be off target. They still get the kill onto the train, though. Can they take down Chad with the Hurricane Pike coming out? The damage, it is going to be there. And Doom, he's going to be able to recast the Doom and Yutaro. The arrow flies through. It is actually going to hit in Yutaro. He just needs to get himself away from the damage of the Doom. Yutaro, don't go back in. Don't be a fool, man. Just get yourself out. Live. As they get the kill onto Mira once again, the damage is going to be up. I think the ward it sees him, the Assassinate, it's going to be with the Lincoln Spirit. It keeps Yutaro alive.
Oh, but they found the sniper.
Yeah, the skewer back. There's going to be the ghost, and it looks like the right clicks. It is going to be this time enough to take down Quinn. So not as free a game and Lal. He wants to be diving in. He knows the Doom's down. Ace, he forces out the BKB. Can he carry on going? The Centaur Stomp comes out as well. But Collapse, he's trying to get himself away. Ace, now the BKB is going to be one off. Look out for these remnants. He just come right on top of Ace. Ace trying to get himself away. But with those Siren Chains, they have the lockdown. The Centaur Stomp again. The ghost comes out. The right clicks from Yutaro. They are going to be able to get a kill. And Yutaro on a monster killing streak.
Yutaro is a god of this game, and that is just it. The ability of him to pull in, pull out. This is how you play the Drow Ranger, is that you're always in position to attack, and you're just waiting for it. Just amazing.
Do you think Yutaro here, do you think he's a master of the hokey cokey as well? Because he's in, he's out, he's shaking it all about, and they've turned this game on its head with that last fight, pushing through onto the tier 3s, onto the racks, and Gaimin Gladiators, no answer to the aggression coming out from that last fight of Team Spirit.
Well, they're going for more. Larl, he never stops, he never sleeps.
Yeah, they want to go, but the Bushwhack's going to be there now as well. The Honk comes in from the Spectre. Overgrowth is going to be used, but it's going to be a really nice hook shot. He might still lose the Hemisphere. He's trying his best. The Doom comes out now as well. Onto Yutaro. Yutaro, can he get himself away? Does he have the gap to try and get himself away from the Hurricane Pike? He's not going to be there. AC gets that quick blink forward now as well, and Yutaro just going to be hunted down. Yeah, they have the lockdown onto the Drow. He's dead for 98 seconds. No buyback on the Drow Ranger. This could be big for Gaimin Gladiators.
The side lanes need to be pushed out. That's what Team Spirit should be looking at. They still have 2 tier 2s, so it's not the easiest to push. I mean, but there's no way that Yutaro is gonna get his buyback back. Still, Roche is up. I think that might be the best thing for Gaimin Gladiators. But I have to say there, Larl, if he doesn't get bashed, he actually gets out. And then it's looking a bit different. And Ace bought back in the fight. Without Ace, Gaimin Gladiators, they have no ability to control the Ember. They have no ability to kill him. And this is a problem.
Yeah, the fortification, excuse me, the backdoor protection, going to be down now as the creeps do push in. Quinn, look at the attack speed coming through from Quinn as well. He's got that MKB, keeps that Mask of Madness. It looks like they take the tier 2, they know Roche is up, so it looks like they want to just move themselves over the smoke from the side of Team Spirit. Are they looking to try and catch him on? But again, they don't have a Drow Ranger for 43 seconds. He doesn't have the gold to buy back, so this looks like it's going to be a free Roshan.
Salary caught.
Who? Mira, he does get the kill. But can he capitalize off it? It doesn't look like it. It still looks like it's still going to be the free Roche going the way of Gaimin Gladiators.
But we already talked about it. Spirit, the best team in the tournament to punish you when you get the Aegis and you don't have the resources. It's going to be a 4 versus 5 scenario for 30 seconds. And Gaimin Gladiators, the only thing now, they have to make sure that they don't die. They can't die in the next 45 seconds. It's of the utmost importance. If they don't, they're in such a good position in this game. That over-aggression from Team Spirit, it cost them. Because you got down the mid lane, but it's the easiest lane to push out. But look at the ward in the base. Okay, that is something that can lose you the game. They forgot about it, Gaimin Gladiators. They got super excited, and that is Team Spirit has all the info in the world.
But Boschke has the hook shot. He's going to be able to get himself on top shed. The arrow doesn't connect. There is going to be the Manta Style coming through. Do they have the Doom? He's going to be able to dive in now as well, get himself on top of the Moran. The Moran's going to go down. They have 2 backbacks available if they want to do it now as well, and Yutaro, they're just going to back off. That was a really good engagement, but Spectre had all the answers. Lol's moving himself in. Do they want to buy back now? Because the Doom is going to be down. They might be able to go for even more onto this as Shad. He's trying to use that Shadow Step. He's trying to use the Horn to get himself around for this now as well. There's going to be, I mean, Lol has to run himself away. He has the Remnants. He's used his last one, though. They get the dive on top of the Drow Ranger now as well. Drow, he's going to be caught down and killed off. It looks like the Hurricane Bite. It's not going to be able to keep him alive. And again, he still doesn't have the buyback. This is big now for Gaimin Gladiators. This is a great time, and the 2 buybacks come through from the supports. But with the Drow Ranger being down, that's so much damage on the side of Team Spirit. The Gaimin Gladiators, or did he have the drive back now as well? They're going to be able to get the hook shot into the arrow connection. They might be able to get the kill into Ace, but Ace, he still has the BKB. Yeah, the Drow Ranger's down, so they don't have enough to take down Ace, and it's going to cost them the dieback on the Clockwork. And this is going to be, it looks like another first set of racks going the way of Gaimin Gladiators. They are cleaning up everybody, and I don't know if Team Spirit, did you just go for the tier 3s? Yeah, only Lol has buyback. You go for the tier 3, creeps. And you might even be able to just go straight for the tier 4s.
There are no creeps.
Oh,
that was
push,
so unnecessary.
The pushed right back, yeah. Oh, that's so bad for Gaimin Gladiators.
I mean, Spirit, we talked about them being so good at punishing people when they're going back from the Roche pit, but they got a little bit ahead of themselves because Gaimin Gladiators, they were ready. They were ready for this. Team Spirit has destroyed it. What? Okay, he's just slaughtering couriers. Oh, they're stopping the creep wave.
Yeah, they're pulling the aggression back with the couriers. But, I mean, that's just going to be... okay, the longer you do this... I mean, Drow, 18 seconds before he's back up, but they want to try and go through the backdoor protection. Again, the creeps are going to be able to cross the river now. So, are they going to be able to do the damage? They are going to be able to take down the tier 3s. Fortification comes out, but this mid lane should still go down through the fortification, because the creeps now are going to be backing up. Drow Ranger up in 2 seconds, but Magnus still down for 18. You've got Lol. Lol has that buyback available, but he's dead for the next 30 seconds. How much damage can Gaimin Gladiators do before Team Spirit are back on the feet and ready to contest this?
Might be too greedy to go for this one, but they now have a 30k gold lead, so they've gotten some key items that are gonna allow them to be super aggressive if they want to. But I don't think you have to stay here. You actually, you have a sniper. I mean, look at that range. Quinn is just attacking your base, and you almost don't even see him.
Yeah, just the absolute distance that Quinn can get, and if you try and dive in, the protection comes out, the overgrowth, the Doom coming through there as well. Again, like I say, he got caught out in that mid lane fight where Team Spirit were able to push up, but for the most part, Sniper's had a really free game on this, and yeah, he died a couple of times early on in the game, but apart from that, are they going to be able to get the dive in? The Ulcept comes out, it's going to be able to protect Quinn, and Quinn with the concussive blast, with the 4-staff out now as well. Ace, do you want to try and dive in? He's going to be able to get the silence, but everybody with the leaps with the 4-staffs away, so Ace... That's going to be a hookshot coming through Miposhka. Now they try and group themselves up. They have to be careful of the RP, but Gaimin Gladiators, they don't want to overextend now that the Doom's down.
You need to chase now. There's no doom. You have to fight at this moment.
Skewer, it's not going to find anyone. Shad actually turns around onto Lol. Lol, what can he do? He's trying to get that Remnant away, and you can see that there's going to be the Link Sphere being broken here by Yutaro from that sniper, and it looks like they have the lockdown onto Ace. Ace is going to be rooting the RP. It doesn't connect. The Yule Scepter comes out now as well. Are they going to be able to capitalize on this? They're going to be able to get the kill, and Magnus doesn't have that buyback. He's down on gold. The Overgrowth comes out. They're going to be able to take down Lol. Lol has it. He's dead for 98 seconds. He has to buy back, but they get the kill onto the Marana now as well. I think this is going to be looking game number 2 going the way of Gaimin Gladiators. These buybacks just aren't here from Team Spirit, and they're going to be picked off left, right, and center here. GG's going to be called collapse. They've had enough. Gaimin Gladiators fight right back into this game, and they bring it back to series 1-1.
Oh, awesome performance for both teams here in the end. Gaimin Gladiators come out ahead. They had this greedy lineup, and considering how they were being picked off at some point,